Hi, it's Miss Q, and you're looking at a Google Doc that you should have in your Google Classroom, and I will speak to you about how to format your document. So the first thing we want to do is to highlight all the steps, the first 4 steps to the scientific method, and come over to here because we want to make this a numbered list. Notice that you click on this and you get a numbered list. Step number 1 being problem, 2 research, 3 hypothesis, 4 experiment. We'll skip the materials and procedures for now because they are subsets of the experiment. Right here though, we have the last 2 steps to the scientific method. We want those to be numbered also, but notice when we number them, they become number 1 and 2. We do not want that to happen. So if we right click when we have this highlighted, we want to restart numbering. But we want to restart it at step number 5. So those will be numbers 5 and 6. So we select OK, and that becomes 5 and 6. So now we have our steps to our scientific method set up. We might want to bold those so they stand out. We would come and highlight them and click on that B selection for bolding, and then come down here, we'll do the same thing to bold those. If you come back up to materials and procedures, those are subsections of the experiment step. Those might be bolded too. We'd like to see those bolded. We also might like to see these indented so they are not to the left of the scientific method steps. So we'll highlight those, and you see this little blue arrow here? If you click on that and drag it over, we'll drag it over to about there. You'll see that everything moves inside of that 4. Now we do know that these procedures here should be numbered steps. So let's highlight those too and come back up here and select the option for numbered steps. Now we pretty much have everything ready to go. So if I come in here, let's say I start typing my research, and when I hit enter, I notice, oh my gosh, the next line is a numbered step and everything's messed up. A way to get rid of that is just to hit enter again, and that will disappear, and you can start typing your research. Now, in any document, it's always good to use line spacing. This is just maybe a little bit more than 1 line space. So you come up here to this little icon with an up and down arrow that says how many spaces you want between your lines, and always either 1.5 or double is good, so I'll do it to 1.5. And then the last thing I want to show you is how do you select your font. So you have to highlight what you want changed. I always like to use Comic Sans because research shows that that is one of the easiest fonts to read, and I will select Comic Sans to change it from Arial. And there you have it. That is how we format a Google Doc. Thanks for listening.